One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Now here's Leonard, and he makes that one.
Kawhi's got that broad build and those long arms. It can be pretty easy for him to find those kind of shots.
Here's Ball, and he banks in the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move.
That's what my doctor said.
Where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here is Harden. Shot clock at 6. Nice move. Bridges with the board.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
And the passing ball displays night in and night out is impressive. He takes pride in his ability to facilitate.
Here's Harden. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Stolen by Harden.
Huh? Shit, straight out the word.
On 2 minutes play. They kick it out to Green. That falls. Nice feed that time.
So probably like round 3.
And he likes
4.
to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Harden looking it over. Pass to Dunn. For 3. James Harden again. Harden's got 7 points in the game.
You could see that coming. Harden was going to answer back, and he did.
Looking at the Hornets, Greg, they're still in pursuit of their first trip to the NBA Finals.
And Kevin, I hope it happens soon because their fan base deserves it. They've stuck with this team through some difficult years. It's about time they get rewarded.
Here's Harden following the bucket by the Hornets. Up top, Leonard. Clock at 6. Williams with the block. Fast break, here they come. Ball with a wide open look. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Clippers trail by 3. They get the rebound.
God damn, this nigga Kawhi is powerful, bro.
1 to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. LaMelo Ball picks one up.
But he going up against my big man, body to body, and winning.
Nervous, and that's why he got the foul that time.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. Brent, I've always thought the stoic demeanor of Kawhi Leonard was very imposing for an opponent.
Well, there's just no rattling, right, Kevin? How many times have you seen Kawhi Leonard get outside of himself, react to a call, become emotional? Now, as a teammate, you have to have an understanding that he might not motivate you in that way, but certainly as an opponent, it's intimidating. I remember playing against John Stockton and Karl Malone much in the same way.
Who was getting to it?
Relentless. That's sometimes intimidating for an opponent.
Dives for it.
That's insane that he got that pass.
Here's Harden. Green with the block. And he recovers it. Now Leonard. Out to the right wing. Wide open look here for Zubac. And the Clippers miss again. And a fast break now for the Hornets. And the wide open shot from Green. His 3-pointers off the mark. Clippers trail by 4. In the corner, Harden. 56 seconds left to play here in the first. Miller grabs the miss.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
T2 from Ball.
I'm about to say, you just going to keep backing up. That's LaMelo Ball. That's pulled up, stupid.
Ball effective.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding. Rising up off the ground.
Now here is Miller. 5 points in the game.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there.
Oh my God! He just threw two niggas off that. Bro, Kawhi not here.
Pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
To the paint. Here's Miller. It's hauled in by Dunn.
Why would you run away?
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and-one, and this time they're not backing off.
Oh, you gotta
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Hornets ahead. They lead by 2.
15.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hornets.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
On defense, the Hornets. Harden outside. Inside. Here's Leonard. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Charlotte in the lead. Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers.
How tough was that shot?
Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
And finished off by Nurkic.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Clippers. Trailing by 2. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That's his first foul. Outside Leonard. Nurkic with the block.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
And so here are the Clippers. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Here's Nurkic. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. Here's Okogie. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Stolen by Harden. The shot by Powell, no good. And it's the Hornets ball. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Time now to turn to our sideline report.
Oh, he missed. That's tough.
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season.
That's tough. He just missed a wide open dunk with Kawhi. I know he bad.
Marked the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. Here's Harden. And again, no good by the Clippers.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Williams, that's good. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Man, I should have tested.
GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Smith, no good. Clippers trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Right side, Leonard. Screen by Zubac. 5 on the clock. Leonard, no luck.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots.
Oh,
Spots
pass the
in
ball.
this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Miles Bridges.
Just think of how much of a difference Kawhi Leonard is for this team. When he's healthy, he is an absolute force.
Leonard hits them both. Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
And that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Dunn right side. Outside Leonard. And the
Damn it, Kawhi.
It sends him to the line.
Why is he this damn good?
Brent, Kawhi Leonard seems to be at his best. He is his
Bro, he is snapping right now. Shut the fuck up.
the most.
Yeah, I think we sometimes
And he on the opposite team.
forget about how dominant Kawhi was in the performances.
But the problem is he leaving him in all game though.
With his MVP awards, and it's mostly due to the fact that injuries have taken him away from those moments. But it's
They cheated me on my layup.
of dominating a game on both sides of the floor, Kevin. And I hope that there's another opportunity for us as fans to see him have one more crack at that, if not a couple more, before his career is over.
Over in the corner, Zubac. Here's Harden. And the dunk by Zubac.
That's exactly what I just said. That's exactly what I just said.
You take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Well, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Harden outside. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Hornets lead by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And here is Los Angeles now. It's a 5-point game. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Harden's got 11.
The instincts tonight for Harden, razor sharp. He just knows when to pop up.
Out to Miller. Bridges outside. Hits the 3-point bomb. He has 7.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Harden with it. He's got 11. Over Green. Harden can't hit. Charlotte leading by 6. Miller with a wide open look. That 3 off the mark. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. And Ball slams it in.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Harden outside. Harden draws the double. And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That is his first foul of the game. Bridges with the steal. Miller with the ball. Zubac defending. Here's Bridges. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Bridges got the lead up to 10 now for the Hornets. You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
That shit won't let me share my screen.
Charlotte leading by 8. Here's Mann. Lays it up off the glass. Mann's got his first basket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Over in the corner, Green.
You gotta be.
With the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Harden can't hit. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. 10-point lead. This is their biggest.
Going deep in his bag there. Miller with the incredible crossover.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here are the Hornets with the ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So, pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA.
Harden will put you on some skates if you aren't careful.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, I'm not a system player, I am the system?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. It's taken away by Smith. Deep 2 from Ball. Rebound by the Clippers.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Leonard. Leonard battling for 2.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
Screen by Nurkic. There's Ball with the 3. That shot's off. He's made half and missed half of his 8 shots. And that one's good. Leonard. 16 points for Leonard.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
Here's Ball. Pass to Nurkic. They can't stop the run with that one. Clippers trail by 5. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
That aggressive mindset of his. Leonard putting it on the floor and drawing contact.
6 attempts for him at the line. He's made 4.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. Hornets leading by 3. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Hornets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And that one falls for Mann. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Harden inside the three-point line. That one wide left.
LA foul call.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
He had 76% from the line a season ago, and most would consider that to be a success.
Both free throws good from Mann. From deep, Harden cranes it from beyond the arc. Harden's got 12 points here in the second half.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Hornets on top, up by 4.
41.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Charlotte leading by 4. There's Williams. It's hauled in by Dunn.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
From deep, Green gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Hornets lead by 7. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Hornets.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And stolen by Dunn. Harden draws the double. Pass to Leonard. Doubled by Bridges. Back to Harden. The three-pointer, no good. And the Hornets with possession here. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
And solid at just cutting through the defense. Give Bridges a lane, and he'll make you pay.
Harden up top. Pulls up. High post. Harden missing again. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass was coming.
And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game.
It's really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Ball with the bucket.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And that one's good. Green.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Here's Miller, and it's Miller with the jam.
Oh, easy money for Miller. He just generates offense.
Here's Leonard. Nails the 16-footer. Leonard's got 20.
And with that much needed basket, he finally ends up.
Look at that.
Oh, just an impressive dunker of the basketball. I love how Bridges just takes the initiative and gets funky with his throwdowns.
Harden draws the double. Bridges with the steal. Jumps up. Then Bridges jams it in.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Harden, no good. Hornets leading by 23. Here's Bridges. Williams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Third personal foul.
It's going to be on James Harden.
Team foul.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
And he's good on the second. There's a minute 47 left here in the fourth quarter. Harden has a wide open look. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. 23 points in the game. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
The kick out to Ball. And that one goes out of bounds. They say last touch by Ball.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Hornets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Miles Bridges.
Just active on defense, little things like clawing and scrapping and tipping passes and contesting shots. Came up with a lot of steals.
6 on the shot clock. There's Miller with the 3. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Now, here's Ball. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Clippers ball.
"12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Leonard. The tray. Off target with that shot. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. This game may not have...
Miles motherfucking Bridges.